Hello, hello. This video is about crazy fights. Um, it ought to be called ballistic fights. Oh gosh, I tell you, Memphis and the boot has been cutting up, okay? Um, that's just to be honest, and can't sugarcoat on it because it's all on video. It's not something like you had a dream and you heard through the sky, heard through a satellite. This is something that is lively on a video. And Tommy Sotomayor, he does these videos with this reply, and it's like, okay, all the whoever that woman is that did you what they did you, well, who she really permed you for life, okay? She permed you raw, permed you for life. You don't. Why don't you look for positive black people? I mean, you is it such a competition you want to show yourself to be the mildest of the black shenanigans? That's what I'm impressing that and you have called it to the show and sent your responses on the radio show. Um, and whew, it's a lot. So let me talk about these incidents here. So they got in Memphis where these children going to gas stations. They had the incident at Kroger. Um, and these are like 40, 60. It's one thing. It's not. It's more than. It's plural. I tell you that. It's collectively a large number, and too much to be on a video. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's too much. Okay. So it's a large number of them, and they're just attacking people. People pulling out their cameras. Say, Memphis has too much for them to do around there to be as idle as they are with all the churches there. Okay, they have too much other stuff to do. They have a community college right up in the HOOD, okay? That's what they call it, what I'm saying? They call it that, and I'm sure it's written up in the documents and communicated like that anyway when they doing the gentrification or whatever like that. They have that. They have the Advanced Memphis, the job life program there in Memphis. They have this other organization on Union Streets. They have I know one time they even had a sewing class, an art class. They had all of that across it. They had so much there. Even in my better health, my better of times and younger of times, um, I really should have been more focused on that. I know I was trying to do too much, okay? It's from my previous video, Gospel State Part 3. I was trying to do church, I was trying to, get a business started, go to school. I was trying to do too much, and all of that came to a disaster, along with, was working and doing independent, trying to do independent contract. That just all halted in the midst of trying to do it and afterwards. It's something that you have to be very organized about, and you have to do it to where you don't overcrowd yourself. Because it's like people got this thing here as though they're trying to compete to as who working harder, and as though you don't deserve respect or you don't need to have, what I'm saying, like, what's up with this? Work smart, not hard. And that was my thing. I'm trying to do all this stuff here, and you have to complete deadlines. You have to, what I'm saying, you have to be healthy to do all this stuff. You have to know the process and procedure. You need assistance. Try and do it all on your own. And then also, really being committed to church, was really working hard at that, and that didn't meet satisfactory. So eventually, you know, extreme happen to where you have to let stuff go, because reality is, you know, when you're grown, you're legally responsible for yourself. And then the other people say what they can do for you, but you're gonna that's a trap. No, 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 no. Mm-mm. And then they'll have it so for what they help you with, they're gonna try to keep you there, and that's a no-no. So these crazy fights, basically Memphis could do better than what it's doing. The parents need to get focused, and they need to get serious. They need to get serious on education. That's first with them. Just focus on one thing, education. And then when you get an education, then you can, you know, they first got to get their education together, because they have a lot of resources to learn some skills, get a business together, and not as be as idle as they are, and throwing up game, for what's going on. It's on, like, you can't even whatchamacallit by, and this don't even compare to Ferguson, because this is not going on in Ferguson. Okay, Ferguson don't have rage of teenagers at the gas stations, or at, attacking. They don't even have black on black crime. The murders, that doesn't match to Ferguson. So this is what I'm talking about. Don't come and justify it on here for that. Also, they had also this guy, the DJ. He kidnapped his ex-girlfriend, invited her over for his birthday. So you're like, okay, somebody that you maybe. I don't like reunions. That's why this means somebody, you propose any kind of reunion where it didn't leave off neutral or within neutral or whatever like that. Black, black, for real. Now, I mean asphalt black on you, okay? Um, and so reunions only coolio to a certain degree. I'm gonna say 1%, in my range. Nah, I did the reunion stuff, and oh gosh, you just end up in disaster and extra drama and stuff like that. Okay, so I need to, you gotta be in positive settings, and that's exactly what my focus needs to be. You can't be trying to reunite. There's some things you take from, and bring it to what you got, and just wreak havoc. And so, this invited her over. He raped her, he strangled her, and then got there and had her to take a box cutter and carve her name into herself. Then they have these drive-by shootings that I mean, gosh, they're going like clockworks. I mean, I'm gonna tell you, every plant shift they having a drive-by shooting that's taking somebody under 25. If it ain't taking them, it's hitting somebody under 25. Now, usually, like, when people ask the questions on the show, I know my response of the questions. What's the solution? And I heard the uncle talking about the leaders. Okay, what about the community? That's just like police need a body conviction more than they need a body camera. I mean, they got cameras not stopping people from doing what they want to do. They're still not getting, what I'm saying, they're still getting out with the crime, regardless. It's not helping nobody's life. Leaders, it includes the preachers, because if you're collecting tithes and offering and you telling people what to do with their lives, you need to tell them more so how to get the community in order, because you're playing games with people. The politicians, so far with that, the community, you have to go to the community meetings in the masses, and as Dr. Omar states on, you can't go as a handful of people. Duh. We, you attend the community meetings. You need to vote. You need to call in. You need to be trying to, like, if you can. Sometimes you just can't go to stuff because you're really ill, but you're not ill all year round. You're not, because when it comes to football games and Sunday morning, the way you go to Sunday morning service, you need to go to the community meetings when they're advertising it. I know plenty of times when I've talked to people about it, and what happens? a beige person always come along. They're always interested, and they're going to be there. And that's for me speaking about it too, And only few, you know what I'm saying, that's the kind of conversations, you should want to have. And then you don't want to have, little, questions. That's why I don't like that old stuff about how you doing kind of stuff. Okay, unless you talking about something serious, um, don't ask me how I'm doing, because if I'm doing sick, if you ain't got the medicine to buy it or a lawyer to advocate for it, it is really nothing to talk about, okay? Okay, and then it has this other crazy fights in the Bayou. They have all these fights going on. Okay, somebody got there. Okay, this incident happened. Oh, coincidentally, somebody, I don't know if it's two different, it's got to be two women with the same name that's involving, oh my goodness, seem like similar incidents. One in Shreveport and the other one's in Baton Rouge, which are both FBI capitals. Straight up. I mean, those things like on the list, boom, 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 they're on there. Okay. So the incident that happened in Shreveport happened, I believe, like April 13th, around that range. And so they had the incident where a 21-year-old that had three children, Gabrielle Cooper, she was stabbed she was stabbed to death by Brittany Mills, that was 5 months pregnant, over a core. Okay, so next incident that happened within this week. And that incident, you go to theadvocate.com. And so, the advocate, yeah, you go there. And so with that incident, a Brittany Mills that's 29 years old, they're 10 years apart with the same name. This is a different region. They kind of look different, because one is 19. She kind of looked a different persona and lifestyle from the one that got killed in the Baton Rouge area this week. And so, she's 29 years old. Her name is Brittany Mills. She was 8 months pregnant. They got there, and my thing was, okay, they said that she was killed over, somebody asked to use her car, and she said no. Okay, okay, but you don't have the suspect. So if you don't have the suspect or a picture of the suspect, how the fuck do you know how she got killed? Okay, and so she got killed in the chest. The baby survived, is stable, and is expected to survive. That child needs to automatically get a check, okay? Because, oh my goodness, that child was possibly inside that body for, even if it was 30 minutes or 45 minutes. I'm not about to believe, unless that was a real good neighborhood, then the police came in 10 minutes, okay? And then even to do the surgery and all that, you have to get through traffic. That still was at least 45 minutes, okay? And so, oh my goodness, so the child survived. So they ain't no telling. It just kind of coincided, odd. I don't know. Somebody was like, okay, they took the name similar, and maybe this was caught by having the same name, kind of incidents between these incidents. Because I had to go back and, I had to go match up the dates and stuff. I was like, okay, so did the girl that did the shooting that was 5 months pregnant in the Shreveport, did she come to the Baton Rouge area, and 3 months later they came and killed her? But it really, dissecting stuff, it looked like two different people. They're 10 years apart. They have the same name, and they just look, just different identities, put it like that. And one does look 19 and one looks more at 29 range. And so, oh, it's unfortunate, and oh gosh, it's whew. But ain't no whether these incidents coincide with each other is unknown, or whether this was a baby dad that didn't want to pay child support. Someone did put, I saw on the status in the blog, they or one of the websites, one of them, they put, well, where's the baby daddy and stuff like that, and that is suspect. It's always going to be suspect. So you men gonna have to be more cautious about the, if it's, what I'm saying, if it's possible that you're a dad, what I'm saying, you need to be doing everything or something, having a care to protect these women, because automatically if she gets shot, you're gonna be suspected, even if it's a similar situation of someone with the same name with a previous incident from a week or so ago. Oh my goodness. This really is a movie within itself. This is a super Lifetime channel movie. Okay, this is LMN for real. Okay, this is really this is extreme. I don't know what could be the epic title for a black movie channel to have such a, a Lifetime version. Oh gosh, well, whatever it would be. Oh gosh, I can see Lynn Whitfield being a neighbor. Oh, um, and oh gosh, it just, this is tragic. The child survived, so I definitely, oh gosh, definitely whoever is uh taking care of this child is providing. This is about to run out. I'm trying to talk about these fights here, but I've covered the basics. And TTYL. Y'all catch the next video.